Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Sergey and I just came up to Seattle for a few days. We love coming up here, and we typically come up to film something or to interview somebody, but this time we're just coming for fun, which is our favorite place to visit. We love it here so much. We're actually in Poulsbo right now. This is where we're staying at our Airbnb, but today we thought we would take you guys along to some of our favorite places. We love visiting new garden centers anywhere we go, so we thought, well, let's just take everybody along with us and show them our favorite spots and, you know, just hang out with you guys today. So first stop we're going to go to is coffee. All right, first stop is Pegasus. This coffee is...
Okay, no, I want to be clear, okay? That
Please stir your heads.
We were in Pegasus, we came here way before it went viral on
Yes.
TikTok. We don't follow, we lead, okay?
Yes.
We were here.
We don't follow, we lead.
No, 3 years ago.
Yes, we
3
were.
years ago.
But oh man, are they yummy. But before we get in the car, I want to show you guys one of mine and Sergey's favorite spots to hang out. All right, we absolutely love coming to the dock. That is also one of our favorite little pastimes, is just hanging out by the water,
Well,
enjoying, dreaming, all the good stuff.
first get a coffee and then walk down to the dock with the coffee and just feel like a local. Like one of those, older folks that just, comes down and hangs out.
Reflects on life and is just full of wisdom.
And make sure the boats are, staying out of trouble.
Yeah. But this is just such a beautiful little place to come and walk. And it goes all the way through. And you can come up and then you'll end up going kind of back into the town and walk back down this way. All right, we just arrived at Medina Nursery, and oh my gosh, look at this. They have trees everywhere. Look, they have a bunch of these ball and burlap trees just planted back here on one of their back lots. This place is insane. And we are still in Poulsbo. So this is, again, located in Poulsbo, and I cannot wait to see what we're gonna find. We might leave with some trees. So I'm just paying attention to the lay of the land. They have a bunch of potting soil, compost back here. And boy, this place is hopping, you guys. All right, guys, we just got some umbrellas and I am just like losing it. This nursery is beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys around. I've never been here, so we are going to explore this place together. And we're not looking to buy anything. However, we are on the market for some cherry blossom. So should we find some today, they might come back home to Oregon with us. I want to start out here in this greenhouse. It looks like they have a bunch of beautiful herbs. Wow. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. Love these birdhouses. Those are so pretty. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at all of the beautiful ranunculus, and they have so many different colors. Oh. These are nice. Love that. That's the thing about even buying ranunculus this time of year, if you didn't plant corms, is these have corms that you can save for next year. And lucky for us, they naturalize for us okay. So I have some in the landscape that are doing really well. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I'm just seeing some evergreens over here that I'm real excited about. Look at this peeling bark maple. I think it's a maple right here by their in their landscape. Wow. What a beauty. Holy cow. That is so nice. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. Wow. You guys remember when we were at Farmington Gardens, I talked about getting a low growing evergreen? This would be really pretty. It's a prostrate beauty deodora cedar. And let's see, it gets, okay, 5 feet high and 10 feet wide. Looks like it's hardy to zone 7. This could be beautiful. I like the way it grows. That's pretty interesting. Oh, a Chinese hemlock. Those are stunning. Those get 20 feet tall and 15 feet wide. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we need to go look at their figs and persimmons and see what the situation is. Look at this espalier. Wow, what is this? An apple. Wow, that's large. Yeah, Puget Gold apricot. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful, you guys. Look at the shape of them. I like these disposable pots. Huh, that's interesting. I haven't seen those yet. All right, so if you're on the market for fruit trees and you're local, here are some beautiful shaped ones. Look at this, Sergey.
Yeah, I don't know if you're the same way, but I've noticed a few. There's like a Japanese beauty plum and this one, and we don't need it. We don't have space for it. But the fact that I haven't seen it,
Yes.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous.
That is so pretty.
I really want it.
We have a very bad problem with wanting unique and different fruit. And the thing is, we should just really be focusing on finding a bigger space to garden in. I mean, we are, but it doesn't feel like it's happening quick enough.
Yeah.
But all in due time.
Like here, the mulberry.
Yeah.
We have one.
We have one.
And I want another variety.
Yes.
Just to have a selection.
Yep. This is a Persian mulberry. Hey, this year though, we might actually get to our fruit because the birds got to it last year.
We got a few.
We did. Wow, you guys, I'm just like dumbfounded because it's so pretty here. Look at, there's more evergreens. No, oh my gosh. Okay, we have to go over there. What, is that a coral bark?
The red, these right here, right?
No, the red. That is a coral bark.
Down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right, I wanted to come to the entrance just to see all of the beautiful trees that they have over here. And then I want to make our way around. That way we don't miss anything. All right, they have more trees over here. And it looks like they have a ton of roses too. I haven't seen a good selection of trees like this here before. So this is very, very exciting to me. And boy, can we just have a fun time with all of these trees. One more sign that we just need to move to Washington is to discover new places like this. I could seriously just get lost in here. Look at these multi-trunks. What are these? Heritage birch trees. Oh my gosh. What a dream to have these one day. Wow, look at these hinokis. These are gorgeous.
I feel like we're on a Christmas tree farm.
Yeah, it feels like a Christmas tree farm, doesn't it? Look at this. It just keeps going and going.
Wow, look at this one.
Yeah. Look at this contorted. Can you hold this, babe? Look at this contorted, what is this? White pine. That's very interesting. Very different texture. I like that. That's pretty cool. I'm also noticing that they have really nice shaped maples here. Let's see. I was told that they do have cherry blossoms right after these greenhouses. And I also want to say, I love how neat everything is here. This is a perfect date spot, in my opinion. This is so fun. Oh yes, look at these. Are these dogwoods? These are big dogwoods. Wow. Eddie's White Wonder Dogwood. Gosh, I'm a sucker for dogwood. So here's the thing. I found a couple of cherry blossoms. I don't want to take them only because they've already opened up, and I feel like traveling all the way back to Oregon with them, they would probably be, well, we would obviously lose those blooms. So I'm going to try to find something more local, which I have been looking. I just haven't found one that has a pretty shape that I love. But we do have 2 areas in our garden where we're thinking of adding a cherry blossom, and I cannot wait to show you guys what our idea is. So I'm very excited for that. These are the ones that we've been looking for. It's these flowering cherries that we've been wanting. Now these get 20 to 30 feet tall and wide, but they have the most beautiful clusters. I don't know if you guys can see it through the camera, of blossoms, and I just think they're so magical, they're so whimsical and light and airy, and I think these would look perfect in the area that we're thinking of adding these trees to. However, these are big, they have already opened like I mentioned, so it's probably not ideal to take them back.
No, I think between the two, which one's the best is the one that has the really horizontal opening branches. I mean, this is gorgeous. Kind of like this light, gentle pink white. But and I think the viewers will see where, when you show them where we're going to put it
Yeah.
and what we're trying to accomplish, this is exactly what we're after.
Yeah.
But it's such a shame that they're open.
I know.
Because, okay, whatever, we lose the blooms, but the new growth, they're gonna get wind shock.
Yeah, they will wind burn a little
Oh my
bit.
God, and it's so sad because we have two identical. We need
we need 2 identical
and
ones.
please, wait, how much are they? Because if they're too good of a price, I don't know.
I know.
I'm gonna
They
cry.
are 125. Okay, I'm done. I'm
quit.
done.
I quit.
I
Nope.
quit. We're done.
We quit gardening
Yeah, we quit gardening. Never.
because it's so hard to find 2 perfect specimens. Like,
It is.
one's either too tall or
Yep.
someone bought the other one,
But the other one,
or one's open, the others. I mean,
something.
this is not fair.
This is not fair, you guys. I also wanted to call out, if you're looking for dogwoods, this place just has all of them. So many beautiful varieties. I just want to say this Cherokee one, Cherokee Chief Dogwood, we used to have one of these in the front. It started to get a little bit diseased, so we had it removed, and now that's where we have our tree island. But if you're looking for something that puts on a beautiful spring show, this one is amazing. We have the Venus ones, but those are also really pretty. And over here, I just want to take a look at the magnolias. I know we're not going to get one right now for our garden, but here's one that I really love right here, the Cameo, I believe. So funny story, we actually saw one that was perfect at a local garden center, 70s, by our house, but it was bought by a lady named Jamie. So every time we see these trees, we're like, Jamie probably bought the good one. It's just a little inside joke that we have. But oh my gosh, are these just so stunning. What a beautiful, beautiful flower and spring interest that this has. Look at this gigantic arbor. This is massive. No way, this is so cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely stunning. What is growing in here? Look at this vine. Oh, that's interesting. Too bad there's no tag, but this is beautiful. Wow. Look at these beautiful azaleas. Remember, guys, we were talking about azaleas and rhododendrons the other day? These would be beautiful. Mandarin Lights deciduous azalea. I think we have a couple of these, if I'm not mistaken. We do, right? Yep. Oh, the Klondike. I think we have the Klondike azaleas. They're tiny. I just need to get them planted. But they're beautiful little flowers. Gorgeous. I think I just saw some Shishigashira lion's head maple. Yes, look at these. Wow. Beautiful. Soft.
Gentle.
Yes. See, this is right when they open up. Look at how gorgeous their leaves are. Oh, I love that so much. Wow.
I think we need another one.
Yep. I know. See, this is the only bad part about coming to garden centers for our dates is we always end up just falling in love with something that we probably shouldn't buy, but you know, sometimes you just gotta follow your heart. This garden center has a very good, diverse selection of everything, and everything looks really nice. Like there's nothing dead, nothing browning. It's just beautiful. Even on raining days, I don't know, there's just something special about coming to the garden center. It's the best. Those are cool. Sergey was just pointing out these bottle brush. This is a Little John dwarf bottle brush. These are always really cool too. Wow, tropical. Yes, this is so beautiful. Oh, it's so warm in here. Well, I do need to buy a couple of plants for a birthday gift for two of my friends. So if I see anything here that look interesting, I might just buy it. These are pretty. A red sun philodendron. Those are beautiful. I like that a lot. Really any philodendron I'm a pretty big fan of. Haven't met one I didn't like yet. Look at this jade, you guys. No way. This is crazy. This thing must be so old. Wow. I'd be so afraid to buy this though.
Yep.
Like you need the perfect environment to keep something like this alive. Oh, here's something I haven't seen before. Oh, it's a caladium. Hilo Beauty? Huh, interesting. Hilo Beauty caladium. It looks like we're walking into some of their shade-loving plant greenhouse. These are nice. Very, very pretty. These look like natives over here. Look at these. These are Epimedium grandiflorum bandit. Wow. Gosh, they have so many plants that I haven't seen before. Oh, here's one I haven't seen before in person. A chocolate shogun astilbe. Let's see, that's gonna have some light pink flowers. I love that foliage, very dark. I like how it's pointed. All right, and here's some other fun stuff. Lots of beautiful lupine. I think lupine have one of the most beautiful foliages. Nobody really talks about them, but I actually think it's so interesting how they just come up like this and kind of create a canopy. I like them a lot. Look at these flowers. What are these? Bosque flower? Wow. Again, something new. I haven't seen these before. The varieties red bells. Oh my gosh, all the plants. Let's take one of each. All right, guys, we are leaving empty-handed, which is very, very hard, but we're going to restrain ourselves so we don't come home with a bunch of things. Again, I'm trying to be good about not buying a bunch of things that I'm not going to plant right away. So we're gonna walk away, but I definitely want to come back because this place is absolutely beautiful. All right, we just made it to the city and now we are going to go get coffee number 2 for today, and it's at Umbria Coffee. Now, if you're in Seattle and you want to go to like the original Starbucks because it's like the thing to do here, that's great. But if you want good coffee, you should also go to the Reserve because that's even better. And that's Starbucks, but it's just elevated, but they are spendy. But if you just want really good coffee that's made good every single time, you go to Umbria. One quick thing about me is I love a good door. This was all that I was doing in Scotland, is admiring all of the cool doors that we saw. Remember?
Why didn't you do that in Brazil?
I don't know because Scotland.
No, there was one photo. You did take a photo of a door.
At a church. I just love a good door. Ooh, we might need to go in here. Ooh, there's lots of goodies in here. And I love being in the city, I do, but I am such a country girl through and through. Like, I just prefer the countryside. And I don't know, I'm such an extrovert. I love people, but at the same time, I just like to be in a quiet place. You know what I mean? So our order is the cortado with half oat milk and half heavy cream.
But yeah, instead of the milk,
Instead of the milk,
half heavy cream,
cream
half
and
oat.
oat milk. We like the oat milk because it adds a little bit of nuttiness to it. And it's just like a warm hug. It's the best.
Well,
It's a little cup, but it's like the best.
it's a tease.
It's a tease, but it's like so good. So good. And it gets you through the day. Mm, like, can we just get like 5 of these? Can you imagine what we can do with 5 cortados in our system? We'd get so many garden projects done, you guys. Can you imagine? That would be amazing. Anyways, all right. Well, one more coffee down, and then we are going to be heading over to the market for something special. Sergey and I, when we first started dating, we would come to Seattle all of the time. And this was my favorite part of coming here, is looking at all of the beautiful flower and just visiting the flower market. I would literally spend just, I don't even know how long, just sitting and watching them make bouquets and just admire all of the beautiful colors and just the art that goes into it. Bless you. All right, guys, this is the bouquet that I decided to go with. Look at her. So beautiful. And now we are going to go grab a bite to eat. All right, so I got the salmon chowder. It's so good, you guys. The salmon chowder to me is way better than the regular chowder, but there's so many to select from. Worth the calories. Worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. All right, next stop is here at University Village, which is one of our favorite places to come hang out. They have a beautiful little garden center here called Ravana Gardens. I'm gonna take you guys there, and then there's also some really good little restaurants, bubble tea, and just really admiring the landscape here. It's so, so good. Look at this gorgeous planter with all of the beautiful things. I love it so much. Now this place is like, it just has the best books, garden gifts, flowers. They also have a good selection of trees and shrubs, some perennials, containers, and it's just a great, great time to come in here. Just look at the shop. Oh my gosh, look who it is. Gosh, it's so cool to see her book out in the wild like this. I love that so much. All right, let's continue walking around and see what we can find. There's just so much inspiration in here too. Again, if you're looking for a good gift, especially for a gardener, this is the spot. Look at the sticker book. Wow. I have one of these, not this one, but I do have a really similar one. It's probably by the same author. And I am such a sticker girl. I might have to get this one. This is a little bit different than mine. This is so good. I think I might get this one. That's really cool. Oh my gosh, look at the outside. The arbors and just full carts. Beautiful blooming daffs. Such a great little selection of herbs too. This is awesome. They always have such interesting things. Everything is always so tidy and full and neat. Look at these. So I am definitely on the market too for more structures to have in our side garden because I would like to start growing vines tucked in between shrubs and trees. This is going to be very structural in the garden, and it's exactly what I'm looking for. It's very similar to the ones that we already have with some clematis on it, but I would love to add maybe some taller ones like these. Really, really love this idea. Let's see, this one, $82, and how tall is this? 6.5. Gosh, I would even go a little bit taller, but these obelisks are awesome. One of the things that I've always admired about this place since we found it is this little structure. I think this would be so cute to have in the garden. There's always somebody in there enjoying themselves. These are great little bistro tables here. And I love how they come in different colors. That burgundy one, that's so pretty. Love that. And there's always little made up containers like this. Great inspiration if you're looking for some spring interest in your gardens right now. You can definitely take some of these ideas and just go a little bit bigger. Look at that. That's a nice combo. I would totally recreate that in my garden. Or any of these, just a little bit bigger, but these make awesome little tabletop arrangements. All right, I'm gonna get a couple of books and then I'm gonna get this little plant here because this is so cute. I can't get over. Look at that little succulent. This is Crassula pellucida variegata. Love that. That's so sweet. I have to take this. It's calling my name. Goodies are secured. So happy. All right, I wanted to show you guys the landscaping real quick so you can see, you can draw inspiration from anywhere for your guys' landscape. I know I sure do. So look at this, all of the beautiful pieris. They have, gosh, just like a ton of different grasses here and the roses too. Oh, it looks so beautiful in the summertime. There's still a lot of things that's budded up, the hydrangeas, some of the rhododendrons and the azaleas, but there's a ton of inspiration in places like this. Just look at all of the gorgeous planting, and they always take care of everything so nicely here, which of course is always a plus. Look at this. This looks like a Mexican orange. These are just full of little buds everywhere, but just so much goodies to admire out here. And this is why we love coming here. All right, guys, we just made it to Wells Medina Garden Center, and I love this place so much. I can't wait to show you guys inside. I don't know if I've ever brought you here. I don't think so. Yeah, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't know. But it's so beautiful, and I can't wait to show you. So the last time we came in here, I think it was winter time, and they were pretty bare, and I can see that they're just starting to really fill in and bring in a lot of really beautiful things. One of my favorite features of this garden center is these covered areas. So instead of having like proper green homes or greenhouses, they have these covered areas, which I really love, and I think it's so interesting. And of course, they have a beautiful display garden here. Look at how pretty. Wow, look at all of the bulbs. It's so naturalistic, mixed in with some natives. Look at the size of that hellebore. Oh my gosh. So stunning. Look at these huge planters at the entrance. These are nice. So they have an indoor area here. I want to show you guys real quick. And they have the most beautiful wallpaper that I actually want to order for one of our guest bathrooms. Look at this. How cool is that? The perfect backdrop. All of the flowers. It's so my jam. All right, so we're walking in. I love how everybody has hellebores right now. It's the time. It is the time. Oh, look at that.
Hellebores?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did I say hellebore? Ranunculus. Sorry, it's like that's not a hellebore. Sorry, I'm just very excited.
I don't even know gardening.
Yeah. I'm being very funny. That's a beautiful weeping cherry right there. I think that's what it is.
Look at the little olive trees.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah. Oh, like little topiaries.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's actually so cute. Wow.
You want to like outline a driveway. With
Yeah, that would be fun. Wow. That's cool. That's very interesting. I like that texture. I'm gonna see their pansies and violas here. I'm always curious to see what other places have. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. Wow, that's so pretty. That's so delicate. Penny white. Beautiful. Wow, this camellia, this is really nice. That is a beautiful bloom. Wow. Look. Yeah, Taylor's Perfection. That's gorgeous. Let's see what else they have. Oh, look. The dog is getting photographed. Oh, you know what? A citrus would be nice, a good gift. I'm looking for a gift for a friend. It's her birthday. But citrus can be tricky if you're not familiar with them in our climate anyway. Wow, Sergey, look at the pot on wow. Holy moly. This is a small pool. Oh my goodness, what is in here? What are you? Wow. Camellia-like white flowers. Oh, look at the bark on this. Gorgeous. Gosh, these trees are beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sergey saw this and he's like, now that is a master pruning job, whoever did this. He's very right. Is this a limelight? Let's see. Yes, limelight standard. That is gorgeous. These Harlan D. Richard boxwoods are stunning. I love the texture of these. Wow, so gorgeous. And you can tell they have a ton of new growth. Oh, so pretty. I love when boxwoods put on new growth. I think that's when they look their prettiest. It looks like they have a ton of azaleas and rhododendrons in there. Of course, I'm curious about their trees. Ooh, what's that over here? Look at these gorgeous gardenias. I had a love affair with these right when I started gardening, and I still do. I would love to have these in my garden someday. Just a ton of them. For me, they're just such a classy, gorgeous flower, and you cannot beat that scent. It has the most romantic scent in the garden, in my opinion. Bye guys, have a good afternoon. All right guys, we just met the loveliest person ever who follows us on YouTube. Love that. So let's see, I'm just very curious about this angiostar. Look at how gorgeous this foliage is. Not familiar with this, but I'm very, very curious about it. I wonder if I can just stake it a little bit. Wow, I love that. All right, let's see what else they have over here. Look at this star jasmine. No way. Sergey, look at this. Yep. Isn't that stunning? If you're looking for beautiful trees especially magnolias. They probably have the best magnolias I've ever seen in a retail space. They don't have any right now that I'm seeing, but boy, when they bring those in, they're unmatched. Wow, look at this. This would be a great place for a wedding too. Look at the cedar. That is cool.
Guys.
Yep. We're still on the market for some low growing evergreens. Haven't found the right one yet. This is stunning. I love all of their tags too. Up here, it makes it so much easier to read and know what you're getting instead of the small little tags around all of the trees. Wow. Okay, look at all of the Japanese maples. Oh, they do have a good selection. Wow. Okay. I'm impressed. Oh wow, look at this dwarf coral bark Japanese maple. 8 to 10 feet tall and wide in 20 years? No way. Yeah, I haven't seen a dwarf variety. Wow, that'd be beautiful in a container. That actually would be the best container tree. Here's something very interesting. Bonfire Japanese maple. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Darn, I wish these were leafed out so we can see what it looks like. Very dense branching. This is a very different texture than some of the other Japanese maples we've seen.
Which I'm kind of curious. Do they leave them and allow the person to prune them?
I don't know.
Or are they meant to be grown very dense?
I don't know. I'm going to have to do more research. If you guys know this one, let me know, because usually with Japanese maple, our instinct is to come in and just open it up. Even with this one here, I would prune it up a little bit. Or is it meant to be densely branched that way? Wow, look at this specimen here. Oh my gosh. How delicate is this? This is probably full shade. Yeah. Carnival. Is this probably full shade? Morning sun and afternoon shade. I can tell by how delicate these leaves are that it's going to prefer the shade. That's so pretty. Now here's something very cool, a pink blush Pacific dogwood. This one I have read about. I have not seen this one in person. And I'm sad that it's not blooming, because if it really is this color that I'm seeing here, that is perfection right there. Let's see what it says. Beautiful Pacific Northwest native variety flowering dogwood, gorgeous large pale creamy flowers with a stunning blush of pink. Red fruit in summer, attracts birds and pollinators. Fall color is reddish pink, can rebloom in fall. Grows 20 feet tall and wide in 20 years. The best in part sun to shade with well draining soil. Hardy to minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. I wonder what conditions it needs in order for it to rebloom, because I've never heard of a dogwood reblooming. We do have Venus dogwoods in the front, but here's another one I am curious about. Big fruit Cornelian cherry dogwood. I am loving this for that fruit. They almost look a little bit like pears. That's very cool. One of the reasons why we love to visit new garden centers is because so many places have different varieties of trees and shrubs and flowers that we're not used to really seeing regularly at our garden centers. So to be able to visit these new places and share it with you guys is just so much fun. And again, it's one of the reasons why we love to go to nurseries as one of our date spots, because it's so fun and trying to find something new, especially when one of us finds something, we get really excited about telling the other one about it, and then we just kind of go wild over it. So just a fun thing that we do. What gorgeous roses. Holy cow, those are big. Le Petit Prince. Wow, beautiful. Moonlight Paris. Gorgeous. Oh, that's cool. Those little speckled. Ooh, they also have some really beautiful peonies. And this is an exciting time because peony season is right around the corner. And oh, there's just a lot of good ones for us to admire. Look at that table. Wow, that's beautiful. Look at these gorgeous large terracotta pots. Those are really, really nice. I love this whole space out here. Very cool. Here's another interesting tree, a variegated wedding cake tree. That's cool. Never seen that one before either. Gosh, this is turning into be a very tempting garden center trip because there's a few things that I am definitely excited to have in our garden. Lots of really beautiful things here. All right, guys, so that is going to end our little trip together. I hope you guys enjoyed coming around with us and letting us show you guys some of our favorite places to go, our favorite things to do when we're in Seattle or at Bainbridge Island and Posbo. It was just so much fun bringing you guys along today and letting you in a little bit into what we love to do when we're up here. So anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.